No, because I want to stretch this out for 2 years. But we have a special guest with us today in our house, the Beaver from North Carolina,
Hey everybody.
Dwayne Gosnell. But we're going to get into this, finishing this one side, and then some lucky person may get their name put in there.
You're sitting in your comfortable chair today. That means I have to suck it in to
Yes.
squeeze in beside you to
Yes,
take this
I
video.
figured out I was having problems burning because I have nowhere to put my elbows. So,
He's spoiled. He has to sit in his recliner.
all right, we're going to use the Coalwood Super Pro 2. This is the MC tip, which Coalwood no longer makes, but the one they make now works the same. It just don't look like this.
Okay.
Because I tried Chucky Duckies. I see no difference in it. So here we go.
And Rich got new glasses. He's got new looky
Yeah,
loos.
look at that. Sporting. Got some mushrooms and flowers on here, and we're going to start off with outlining them. We'll put it on about 6. We'll see what that does. Well, I can see a lot better now. Gotta get the heat up here.
So I'm going to blame you if the video don't look so good since I'm in an awkward position now. I can't hang over your shoulder. So you're finishing up the flower?
Yeah, we're going to outline these flowers, and then we might show maybe next time a couple different ways to do them. Then I'll probably just finish it because it'll just all be redundant stuff.
Hold your tip. Don't pick your tip up. I'm going to try to squeeze behind you to get a better picture. All right.
Something to try. It's usually easier to pull down with your tip. Sometimes when you go up like this, it wants to dig in the wood. Especially if you're burning really light. If you're burning heavy, it kind of just burns and doesn't stop. And we're burning kind of dark. And you have pencil lines, don't worry about following them. They're just guidelines.
Go back and erase them later?
Yes. It just gives you an idea. And I don't follow all my lines. I might think a leaf might need to be bigger or smaller or hide behind another one.
Doesn't he sound like the science teacher you had in school, Dwayne?
I sound like
Real monotone. Like
Ferris Bueller. That's right.
Bueller. Take the leaves and do this. Sounds good.
Could be like Bob Ross. Let's put a little happy flower right here.
There's no mistakes on your petals. Just happy accidents. Let's give this little flower a friend. He's gonna have another flower beside him.
See, Dwayne, he is a big follower of Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers is my friend in the neighborhood.
That's right. All right. We're moving right along to this next flower here.
I don't remember. Did you draw the flowers on in the last video, or was that after the fact?
No, after the fact.
Okay.
Some of the ones we showed them being drawn on there, but, you know, once again, it's just the same thing over and over again. And you can tell this wood's different here than here. This line's not as dark. So lots of different grain patterns, just like when you're carving.
So one of the questions I would have is if you make a mistake there, how do you correct that mistake?
If you make a mistake, as in you burn
Burning.
too dark,
Yeah.
you go out and you sand it off.
Okay.
If it's in a spot where you don't want to sand off the other stuff, then you take a piece of sandpaper and glue it on a eraser or stick or something and just try to work that. But when you're burning it this dark, good luck, because it's not going to come off very easy.
So you have to commit and do it.
Yeah, or you just go with it and you shade it darker and hide your mistake. Look how light these flowers are compared to these.
Are you burning it hotter?
Mm-hmm. Hotter, and this wood It's different than from side to side. This wood over here on this side of the knife is lighter. I don't know if it's harder.
So just like carving, the grain direction plays decent from one side to the other.
Mm-hmm. And really, these grain lines, like right here, is a grain line. When you're burning not very hot, they tend to go over that grain and they don't burn real consistent.
I don't like you sitting in this chair and having to video you.
Does your back hurt?
Yeah. They can't see the position I'm in doing this. My knees are bent, my back's arched, my shoulders are hunched. I look like a hot mess back here.
I'm very comfortable though.
Oh, that's nice.
So we had a mushroom here. And see, this wood's darker up here.
You gotta focus. There we go.
See these little bumpy looking lines? That's the grain.
Mm-hmm. You can see it. Looks like it burns like a little hotter dot.
And see, that grain pulled my burner that way, pulled my tip in. So I guess you just keep going back over it. Or you burn something dark to the side of it and you hide it. And we put a flower inside this mushroom. I think that's all the flowers we got drawn on there. Now, you know, if I'm going to go lighter, probably to 4, clean my tip again, and then
Now your hand's in the way. I can't go to your other side.
I'll just do it upside down. We start dotting, and I want to go light because I want to see what the dots, and that ain't dark enough. So I'm going to go to 4.5. And I want it dark on this edge because I want to try to blend it out. Which means I'm going to push lighter and spread the dots out more. Then you can go back in here and you can start dotting where you want it darker. And leave it lighter towards the edge. That way it looks like it's a little rounded. Or we can go darker yet. We'll go to 5.
Turn it up.
And we'll come back in here where we want it darker. We'll dot a little bit heavier here. And like I said, I'm just barely tapping it now. Now I'm pushing harder. So now we have a more light to dark contrast as it goes up. So I'm going to do this over here the same way. And I'm not going like this. I'm just putting in dots and I'll go back in. And if there's a big spot like that I missed, then I'll come in here and try to lightly dot it. So I'm going to leave this a lot lighter right in here, so I'm going to spread them dots out. Then I'm going to come back in here and make this a little bit darker. And this side, there's no dark side, so we're just going to lightly dot that. And my clock must start over, or I can't see it. Oh, 8 minutes. Looked like a 3, and I'm like, man, I know I've been doing this longer than 3 minutes. So we'll dot this one. Now look at the different colors. This is not as dark as this. This wood changes. Because I didn't change the heat. I didn't change the pressure. But it looks like it's the same color wood.
Next time we're going to have to move your chair out because I can't get over your shoulders to get a very good video.
So that's the dot effect. Now if I was going to shade them, I'm definitely going to turn it down to 4. And we'll just pick this one right next to it. I want to see how dark. I'm going to try to stay right around my line so I can see how dark this is going to be. Then I just start swirling it around And I pick up the pressure as I want to go out so it's lighter. Darker in here. I think if you do the swirly marks or the circles, you don't get those lines in there. And we'll do one more and I'll probably finish these up, and maybe we'll do one more video when it's closer and we just got a few things left, and then we'll leave it at that. So if I want this darker, I'm going to slow down. And I'm really going to see that you get that line in there now.
Am I in your way if I keep moving this down?
No. So there we go. I'll work on this at some point and we'll come back and, well, there's a spot we didn't do.
Okay, you gotta try to keep it in the picture.
But that's what I'm going to work on, and then, like I said, maybe we'll leave a couple things to do next time and it'll be done. Then I'll sharpen it and put a finish on it, and then we'll determine what we're going to do with it.
Okay.
Probably give it to Dwayne. Of course.
Okay.
I guess that's it.
That's it for
Anything you
today?
want to say to your Facebook, or I say Facebook, YouTube
No.
fans?
You're not allowed to go live anymore. Say peace out.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah,
All right.
we're gonna have
See
dinner
ya.
soon. Bye, guys.